Anyway, isn't that nice? Okay, Sean, that's cool. I definitely, I'm going to tell you guys some stories today that really touched my heart. So I remember to record. I'm just going to put that right here. So because it's rubbery, I mean, here's the thing is, it's like a nice little fidget toy. So yeah, I think that it's one of those things that that you, um, iron, right? You iron and it melts it all together. I love it. Brandy, that is my plan. So I'm going to tell you, I am going. Hi, Nikki. See, I remember to record too. But so Nikki, I was just saying it. I've been playing with it all day that I'm so afraid I'm going to break it. So you might have to make a couple of them. Can it be fixed? So can you read it? It says the same thing on each side. So this way it's just the back side of it. So don't forget it's like tape. That's how you know tape to record. I have to record record this so I can put it up on YouTube. So isn't this so cute? It's just so cute. It's adorable. It's just like always these kind of things are the best things that you could possibly get. And I love them. I just want to hold on. Like anyway, you'll see me playing with it. I will always be playing with it because I just am fidgeting with it because it feels so cool. So yes, that is my plan. I actually am going in and I'm having surgery. So I have surgery. I keep thinking I break it, Nikki, but I haven't broken it yet. So that's good. Kind of freaks me out a little bit to be touching it, but I can't help myself. Funky vibes in transit. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate all that. That's super important. Sean, I hope to be doing group readings. So today is kind of a story time. It's been a little while. We got to tell some stories. Are you ready for some? So here is how that goes. So I want to talk, well, I can't tell it because there's a little angry face. So I want to tell this story, and she is just an amazing young woman. She's a young woman, and yeah, thank you very much, Brandy. So I need to make sure that I preface everything. So I'm always telling these stories and letting you guys know what's going on. And and I have my stories on why I always continue to do it, because I made such huge impact in people's lives by doing group readings. They've changed their lives for such the good and so doing so amazing. So like group readings are my jam. I love them. I think they're amazing. Like anything is on the table when it comes to a group reading. I don't give up. I don't stop. I won't like, usually if there's a room of 40, every single person that's in that room is going to get a reading within 2 hours. I just won't have it any other way. So because I don't want, you didn't come out not to get a reading, but the truth is, like, even if you're in that group reading, you are getting you're getting every single time I'm connecting and you're in the room and there's, even there are 2 or more people, you're getting a reading in there. So this is this woman came, and well, she's a young woman, just young woman. She came to a group reading of mine. She came to a group reading of mine and she said, "Do you remember this reading?" And it was about 3 years ago. I'm like, "No, I don't remember." Because I don't remember readings. I can't remember your readings, because if I remember your readings, then I wouldn't so eloquently mess my own life up. That is true. I wouldn't so eloquently mess my life up if I remembered all your readings. Um, uh, so um, she reminded me of the group reading. I'm like, oh, I kind of vaguely remember that because there was a very intense reading that night. She goes, so I had told her during the reading, I looked at her and said, "I see you moving west." So she recorded it. "I see you moving west. I see you're going to be moving west, and it's important that you do this. But you're not to go, it's not Indiana. You need to know that. That's very important. You're going to go west, but it's not Indiana." Well, it turns out 6 months later, she moved to Indiana, and a whole bunch of things kind of just cascaded over, like this problem, that problem, this problem, that problem. And she 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 lost her job. She had some very personal things happen that I'm not going to talk about, and like over and over again, like a cascade of things happened that made it very, very difficult for her to want to be on this world. And she said, and as she's sitting there, and it's so funny because I saw her and I said to her again, I'm like, you're gonna go west. And she's like, you know, and then she begins to tell me the story about going west, going to Indiana, how having these horrible things happen to her, and losing her job. She said, the only reason why I didn't kill myself is because I listened to the group reading that I recorded over and over and over and over again, saying, you're not supposed to go west. You're going to go west, but it's not Indiana. It's not Indiana. It's not Indiana. I'm like, I'm not sure where it is yet, but it's not Indiana. And so, like, that's a responsibility that's huge. It's a responsibility that, I mean, I know that a lot of people, like, this is a very serious job. It's a very serious calling. It's a very, I take everybody's reading very personally, but what is so amazing to me is I can say something and have it, I can say something and the impact of it can be felt 3 years later. That's immense. And it can unfold, and a reading will unfold in a way it happens, in the way it's supposed to happen. So it's interesting. So as I tell her this, I'm like, yeah, you're probably going to go to Iowa. I don't remember what it is. I see a hawk and I don't remember. It's like some college town. And she goes, and it's going to be 8 hours away because you won't go any further than 8 hours. They're saying like, that's 8 hours. It's perfect. That's where you're going to start. And she's like, I just said I won't go any more than 8 hours away. I'm like, that's a day trip. That's a day trip. Well, 24 hours for me is a day trip back and forth from Colorado to Michigan. That's, I don't know how many of those I got left in me, but we'll see. I need my Colorado people to like want me to come and tell me to get out there so that I can do the bike paths. If you haven't been to the bike paths in Colorado, you're missing something. So isn't that amazing? Like, it's so humbling. It's very humbling. And, I wonder if I can say this without, I'm just going to say it like this. You need a shirt. Janny saving lives one reading at a time. Rob, you want me to come to Colorado? I need to come. I need to meet you, Rob. This is amazing. Rob is an amazing, you guys got to check out his nature photography that he has. It's absolutely utterly amazing. He has he's like he is right by the bears, and I haven't checked out your page in a while, but that's okay. I knew what you were saying, Brandy. Don't you worry. There's no oops or sorries necessary. So yeah, I can't tell the other one because people might be able to figure it out, and I can't do that. So I'm really not gonna say that, but it's just but this isn't just for me. This is something that's really important. This isn't just for me. This is also for you, right? How you affect people's lives is a gift. How you come towards people is absolutely how you like Terry just got on. Terry, I never know how to pronounce your last name. Sorry, Terry. She is amazing with watercolors. And actually, Terry, while you're here, before you jump off, I want you to write your Etsy shop in there because she's an amazing artist. She is amazing. And her work is like, she does watercolors and you can watch her do them as she's doing them, as she's jamming out to fish. And I got to come to Ontario too. I got so much places to go, man. I need to write that book, Brandy. What am I waiting for? So, and Ursula, that thing we were talking about last night, I was looking into it. I heard no for your cousin. I just want you to know that. I don't see that thing that you were seeing. So it should be better. It should be better. So really, Terry, I hope you do put your. I want you to put your Etsy, because I think you have an Etsy shop, right? I hope I'm right. I hope you do it. Be brave. so I've kind of realized that one of the things that's happened is like over and over and over again, and it's how many times do I need to be told this, right? From the reason that I mean, I'm sure you guys all know the story of the reason why I even get up and stand up in front of everybody and give readings anyway, right? Is that one of my first, or actually second group reading, where I was going to run away and never do another group reading ever again, because I was so scared, so freaked out. Like I was literally, my stomach was probably coming out of my mouth. And then it came through that she was in an abusive marriage, and she ended up leaving her husband, and he came after her with a sawed-off shotgun. And she, like, the reason she's alive is because he didn't know where she was, because she took spirit's advice that came through me. Like, group readings are my specialty. I've just realized this. It's because this other very important thing that happened that I can't tell any of y'all about, because I respect people's confidentiality. It was like, nobody needs to know that. Okay, nobody needs to know it. But it was important enough, and actually, I mean, totally brought me to tears, really. It was amazing. So Nikki, can you tell that I'm still playing with this? It's like the thickness of it is, I get to different. But I wonder if it's like, I just ramble. I just need to know if I have everybody, Debbie, has spirits around you. This is sort of like an educational / fun / bringing the metaphysical and spirit into each and everybody's life, which is so important. So if you're having a problem feeling angels with you, and I call it angels, people might just call them spirit guides. People just might, people might call them something, might not call them anything, but might just say it's spirit. If you're having a problem, and I strongly suggest you at least try to invite Archangel Michael to move into your house to help with protection. And that will be an easy way to begin that communication, because with such a high level, when there's such a high level of movement and a high level of being, as angels are, because they're very high, I mean, they're not high as far as I know, but they are, the metaphysical has got to be funny for me, else I'm just not going to do it. So what I'm saying is that difference between where you're vibrating at when you're at a kind of a gunkier, clunkier energy, you have, you'll feel that sort of like resonance, that kind of resonance coming in. And when you begin to have that resonance, you're going to begin to want to be with there. And I got to say, before you go to bed, something that I would strongly suggest you do as well is, before your head hits the pillow, you fall down, and, well, don't fall down. No falling, because you can't break your hip. Is you ask your guides to come in to your dreams and help you with what is going on in your life. So let's just say you have there's a couple of different ways you can do it, and I'm a big fan of this one. Everybody listening? I got your attention now. So I'm a big fan of this one. So this is a Paul Selig thing. And if you don't follow Paul Selig, I suggest you do. He's a channel. He's a channel, and he channels, well, he doesn't chant. I don't think they have a name. He's just a channel. So one of the things that I would, a girl died of an overdose in his house, and a weird thing hasn't happened to her since. Wait, hang on a second. People really like my hair today. Thank you, Jeffrey. You're probably gone already, but thank you, Jeffrey. Renew Spa and Salon in Celine. Okay, what is that? Ever since... Which one, Nikki? Is it the going to bed and asking for your guides, or is it the the energy that I'm going to, that I hopefully don't forget to tell you guys about, because I'm really, Krista, will you tell me what you're talking about? A girl died of an overdose in his house, and weird things have been happening to her since. A girl died of an overdose in his house. Who's her? What weird things have been happening? Okay, I'll wait for you just to describe it. So this is what I really want you, this is some of the ways you can use your body as the antenna it is, as the amazing thing that it is. And you just, one of the things, is this your house, Krista, or whose house? Ron's house. Whose house? Who is she? I didn't know there was a turning point for you, Nikki. That is so sweet. Nikki is the one who made this for me. If you're lucky enough, she might make one for you. At my ex's house, my daughter thinks the spirit of the girl who died is messing with her. Oh, so your daughter is there now. Is that the case? I hope, Debbie, I'll talk. Don't go anywhere, Debbie. Don't worry. We're going to talk more about energy because Clara is getting, okay. That's so complicated. Krista, that one's complicated because one of the things I'm hearing is, so this is really important. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody or make anybody freak out or make anybody like worried. But you do have to deal with your stuff in this world. If you don't deal and you find yourself angry and upset and you have psychic sort of, which everybody has psychic capabilities. Let me just make that clear. Everybody has psychic capabilities. You have I'm trying to make sure everybody does. So it's just expressing in a high way or a low way or no, and maybe you're denying it and so it's no way. Maybe you only believe in science, so there can't possibly be anything else true because science is the only thing is. And I want to say there's room for everybody, right? There's room for every kind of belief system. What I want to, what I need to say is that if you're a very negative person in this world and you're complaining about other people and you're very down in this gunky, low, icky energy that is gross. And I say gross, but I mean like other people have a hard time being around you. You know those people that have that. They can create in their own homes something of like a poltergeist, not the weird poltergeist, but something that is an energy system outside of them. With Clara or any daughter of yours or kid of yours that goes over to his house, have them sage the house, have them call in the angels. Calling in the angels is super important. You call in the angels. I also love, and I do this all the time, and it was so funny. I mean, it was so interesting because I was doing it today and I found myself like having a harder time doing it. It's not like, look, I'm human too. I make tons of, like I said, I exquisitely tear my life apart. Exquisitely. So I like the idea that you bring in, so you kind of imagine like if this is your house, right? This is the steeple, and this is your house. And you imagine that you kind of open your roof up, the roof of your house, and then you just pour white light in and it just comes pouring in and everything is just getting washed away. You are visualizing it happening. You're using your imagination to happen. And the minute you don't think imagination is important, I want you to know somebody imagined this thing, right? Somebody imagined these things, right? Somebody imagined this deodorant, which is really good deodorant. Somebody imagined this amazing pen, which I've fallen in love with. Everything comes through the imagination. You do it and it begins to feel it. Okay, I will talk to you offline about that. Okay, so how you call in the angels? Brandy, that's a great question. All you got to do is say, Archangel Michael, will you please move in with me? And I explained this to somebody and I want to just take a moment to explain it to you as well. This. So. What it means is this. an incredibly powerful being. You have forgotten it. This is like a game that you're playing in life. It's a game. I mean, you're here to experience it. The game is you have somehow tricked your inner being into believing that you are separate from anybody around you. I mean, it is an amazing trick. It took a lot to pull off. I mean, we had to have trees and we had to have like standing air conditioners and lights and computers and all these things to make it look like everything was different so that we can build who we are on a soul and emotional level. It is the bomb that we're here. It's actually a real big treat. It doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it's simple. It's very complex. It's very difficult. It is so many things. But here's the kicker, and this is why I'm talking about all this stuff, is that your soul is so big that a small percentage comes with you into this body. The majority of it stays on the other side. So you're always connected. You're always connected, and we are always connected. Our higher selves are always connected, and there's pieces here. So Archangel Michael can come to your house and my house and everybody else's house because he's not this one little entity and can only go to one person's house. He is huge and could go to bigger, many, 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 many houses. Does that make sense? Many, 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 many houses. Many, 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 many. So that's important for me to say. It's deep. We haven't gotten deep here in a long time, have we? No, maybe we have. So it's funny because I dropped from like 28 people watching to 18. You're like, I don't want to hear that, but it's really important. So all you got to do is, I'm asking Archangel Michael to move in. I always ask my kids to have Archangel Michael move into with him. Into their rooms, and that if when they were little, they could have like little cards of what Archangel Michael like looks like, so that they can hold it and be like visualize, because we have these eyeballs, right? And they're so, I mean, our visual senses are so overused, so that you are oh, thank you so much, Edmund. So that you give this child something to look at, something to be, something to understand, something to really be, so that they can pull to them. So it's a very good way of helping out them see who they really are. And so that's actually a great way actually for you to start seeing angels. I mean, because that can happen as you put yourself in that frame of mind. I also suggest that you guys get a picture of Archangel Michael, or if you're lucky enough, Nikki, can you make Archangel Michael things out of this? Oh my gosh, let's sell them. I would buy them. As a reminder, plus people like to play with them. It'd be so much fun. I think I have an idea for this now. So I hope that makes sense, and why you're always connected, why people are always talking about your higher self. Why, I mean, I think sometimes people know it, but then all of a sudden they kind of like, it all clicks and makes sense. It kind of falls over into itself. So that's awesome. I like it. And I like you. And I dig you for coming here. Though, I got to tell you, I'm like, you got to find the tickety-tockety, because the tickety-tockety is totally cool. You can make a COVID cell. I know you can make a COVID virus. Oh my gosh, that would be great. And then we won't understand it because it'll look just so weird and then change shapes in like 30 days. How you have COVID A or COVID B or COVID 29,341. I don't know. I'm just yakking now. So it's important to know that you are all connected. And here is like the truth. You ready for the truth? This life looks like you're separate, but every thought, idea, notion, prayer, judgment, anger fits in your head, it's all like, you will look at all of it. You will dissect your life on the other side to review your own review and how you see that you've done, not how anybody else sees you've done. Yeah, I guess I'm not, I wonder if I could do the opposite of Doreen Virtue. I don't think my mom's on, so I'm going to say. So I'm like of the point in the frame of mind to be like, between I'm sure if I say that if I ever run for president, I can't say it because if I run for president someday, it won't happen, or it'll come back to haunt me that I said it. But what if, I'm just like, what if all religion was here just to try and control you? What if, just maybe a little bit, just maybe, it got off the rails and went all wrong? What if, I'm not going to call them names, but I almost did. So, but you know, I mean, it's funny because that's what kind of Doreen Virtue said is, it says that, hi Zara, is that the metaphysical is all wrong. And what if it was just here to make you believe that you were smaller than you really are? So with that, the Church of Janny is going to start opening. What do you say, Church of Janny, Riley? I was asking Riley. He says yes. he would like to. I don't know. I have to think about what my tenets are in my religion. My religion is that there is no religion, and to go free and ground into the earth and be happy, and play Exploding Kittens. Does anybody have the game Exploding Kittens out there? The Church of Janny. And here we are. We're here. We're remembering slowly, one day at a time, one moment at a time, remembering to record, remembering to see it, remembering to look, remembering to ask for angels' help, remembering to be a part of it, remembering. This is what you are. You are remembering who you really are. I'm only a bridge to help you remember that. That's what I am. And then you won't need me anymore and we'll just be friends. Okay? I know. Did you get the expansion pack for Exploding Kittens? Pipes, hand me Exploding Kittens. Thank you, honey. I don't know if we have do you have the cone of shame, Rob?
I think it might be somewhere over there.
I think it was the cone of shame. I'm looking for the expansion pack for it real quick. Oh, well, I don't know it now. I can't tell. What are some of the ones that are in the expansion pack? So funny. Oh. Anyway, it's hilarious. Not yet. It's really funny. We have somewhere. Anyway, it comes with a cone of shame. So we got the expansion pack. I can't find it right now. That doesn't surprise me. But someday it'll be good. And it's such a good game. It's so much fun. And yeah, there's just too many. I've got too many kids. I got to get the expansion pack. Anyway, C Light, B Light, yo. I'm gonna upload this to the tube of you, and then I've got things to do, and actually I don't have anybody to see tonight. I don't think. Nope, I don't have anybody to see. Wouldn't it be funny to be like, oh my god. I've been seeing it. Oh, that's such a great question. You got me here for another minute. Zyla, which I can't remember your real name. I apologize. I should. I know it's a good name. It's a good name. It's the best name ever. It's the best name ever invented. That's my Trumpism for the moment. I've been seeing a lot of signs lately from others on the other side. So weird. What do I do? Acknowledge them. So the one way that the other side knows that they're getting through is if you like, oh, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I see that. I see that. I see that. Come closer. Give me more. I love it. Thank you so much. I really dig it. I dig that you're here and I really like it. So, I mean, it doesn't, I'm not saying this at all. Sheila, that's right. I'm not saying enjoy it. It doesn't mean you're gonna, and I'm not saying this because I'm wherever you're at in your experience. It doesn't mean that you just jump into giving readings. Hold yourself back, enjoy it for yourself, and allow it to begin to mend, because what spirit on the other side, your loved ones on the other side want to do is want to help you succeed in this life, want to help you succeed where they can now, they see tons more. They don't see everything. They see tons more, but they don't see everything. So you're like, okay, shut up, Janet. But just joy it. So allow yourself to heal from it, and maybe can be giving you like turn signals and guides and signs about where you should be going and what you should be doing. So is the move happening, Sheila? Piper, did you feed Rye? Okay. All right. I'm going to have to get going. Dana, thank you. I'm going to go pick up the thing right now and do that. So see light, be light. I'll be here tomorrow night, I think, but late maybe. Maybe I won't be here tomorrow night. It's medium, not mediumship on the not so daily anymore. So I'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and see you tomorrow. Maybe. Bye.